Well, hello Stampers. I just wanted to share this really cool Blendabilities card with you. I am brand new to Blendabilities myself, and since they are being released tomorrow morning, I thought it would be very fun to show you how I made this beautiful card. First of all, if you notice, the pearls up here are a rich raspberry color. Our Blendabilities can color your pearls just like this. So I've got the darkest form of rich raspberry here, and you just color right on top. I don't know if you can see that really well. Here, give you a closer view right there. Okay, so I'm going to color two of these and set it aside for a moment while I tell you about these new really fun markers. Okay, so first of all, I've taken the cover off, and I don't know if you can see this very good, but I'm going to try and put it back on so that the marker is nice and straight, and then just snap it into place, and that's how I know that the marker has its cover back on. If you notice, these tips are made out of nylon, so it's not going to fray like the polyester ones. This is the backing of the card. I might just play on something else like this. So Blendabilities are meant to be blended. So this is the darkest shade of the rich raspberry, and this is the medium shade. And you can have a medium shade which is a little bit lighter than the darker, but you just go in and pull that dark right into the light and blend it. So because they're alcohol based, you don't have to worry about the colors pulling back into your marker. They're going to stay fine inside your marker, and when you go to pull, here's a light one, and I'm just going to go right into the dark again and pull it out. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. So, just to give you an idea of what you can do with that, you can punch out a different shape. Oh, look at owl. So this would be a gradation owl. And there's lots of little pieces there, but you get the idea. I decided that I was going to go with the green first. And for this, I went with the lightest color and just gave it a quick swipe. And the Stampin' Up! Artists, boy, they really know what they're doing, because they put darker lines where we're supposed to have those darker highlights for us already. It takes a little bit to get those off, but it's nice because the alcohol markers won't dry out on you, because the seal is nice and solid. So I'm going to put the darker parts right around where the Stampin' Up! Artist did it, and then I might even carry a little bit through on my image. Okay. Just snapping those back in. Okay, now I'm going to start with the darkest part of my flower, which was, again, where the Stampin' Up! Artists put the darkest areas of their sketch. It ain't broke. So here we go. And I'm going to do this flower while I'm here. Alright, now this marker is the next marker down. This is the medium. I started with the darkest. And I'm going to take this color here and I'm going to blend it out from all the darkest areas and just go right through what I just colored and color it on it again and kind of carry it through. And this is starting to really come together. You don't really see it until you get to the top layer of the color. But here we go. This is the magic. This is the lightest marker. And you notice I'm just kind of washing, and if there's a spot that kind of gets left white, that's kind of good. Okay, right now it looks kind of messy, but we have this really cool marker that lifts out the color. So it's meant to add these really cool highlights. So now my darkest dark will stay dark, and the parts where I want to add a highlight, ooh, look at the magic, see it? See it lightening up right there? And here we go, I'm going to add some light to that same side all the way around. Oh, and I did make a mistake there, but that's okay. We'll pretend it didn't go. Kind of lifts it a little bit. But the idea of this is not a color corrector. The idea of this marker is really just to lift some color and add some highlights in fun places for you. Now, I like to go back again to the darkest marker and add just a little bit of depth. And I know that the idea is to blend these, but I love a real stark contrast from dark to light. When I do my watercoloring, that's the stuff that makes me happy, so I'm sticking to it. Okay, so our card is all colored, or the card front is all colored, and all I have to do is take this and put my pearls on. Now I should mention that I didn't use StazOn ink for this. Oh, I don't want to take it out of my frame. I used the Memento ink to stamp before alcohol-based markers because StazOn is an alcohol-based medium, so if you stamp with StazOn, you'll end up with kind of a black mess. The Memento pad is really what you need to stamp with and color with the Blendabilities. So there is my piece all colored, and I'm just going to bring in the card front. I already ran a piece of ribbon going across, and this panel measures 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and just going to layer that on. Here, I need some glue. I use the liquid Tombow liquid adhesive. Really, you don't need much. Goes a long way. If you do swirly lines, it tends to leave marks on your cardstock, and then you get it all over your hands. But if you can just dot where you need it, you have to remember not to get too close to the edges because it does smear. And now I'm gonna use it again on the back of this layer here, and that's just 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I did use more, but that's still plenty. And let's make sure that I'm attaching the card the right way. Oh, that would be funny. So here we go. You can see the light on that image and how it really popped up. Now what I did on the original card that I haven't done on this one yet is I used a little bit of the Stampin' Smooch Spritz. This stuff's awesome. You just pull the cap off and give it a shake. Oh, actually I should probably do my sponging first. I used a lot of mediums on this card, so I decided to give a little bit of sponging, and this is just the water-based ink. Notice how I just went in circles around the card? I think it gives it a really cool effect. And then here comes my spritz ready. So about 6 to 8 inches away. Here we go. Ooh, my black's gonna be all spritzy. Love that. Wow, it gives it a real sparkle. I don't know if you can catch that, but it's so pretty. Oh yeah, there it is. So it gives it like the whole front of the card looks like it's a pearl. You really don't need a lot of it. A little bit goes a long way. And that is my first introductory to Blendabilities video. You know, start off with a smaller image to start. If you do the bigger ones, take a smaller piece of the image and work with that and then build on it. I find that if you start off too big, like for me, I bit off more than I could chew with some of the bigger images, but I really liked this little image. So that's it for today. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll talk with you soon.